This is the tomb of a Qing prince. Its owner might have had a chance to inherit the imperial throne. He was Aisin Gioro Honghui, the eldest son of Emperor Yongzheng. But this young prince died in 1704 when he was only 8 years old. So what did the tomb of a Qing prince look like? Prince Honghui's tomb is located in the Western Qing Tombs. The Qing Dynasty had 2 major imperial mausoleum complexes near Beijing. One is the Eastern Qing Tombs, located in Zhonghua, Hebei Province. The other is the Western Qing Tombs, located in Yi County, Hebei Province. In the Western Qing Tombs lie Emperor Yongzheng, Emperor Jiaqing, Emperor Daoguang, Emperor Guangxu, and the mausoleums of their empresses and imperial consorts. But in Yi County, there are also 9 tombs of princes and princesses. Prince Honghui's tomb is a typical example of these subsidiary tombs. By the way, the Western Qing Tombs are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Imperial Tombs of the Ming and Qing dynasties. So, who was Honghui? Honghui's father was Emperor Yongzheng, who ruled China from 1722 to 1735. Yongzheng carried out many reforms to strengthen the Qing Empire. One of his important reforms was the abolition of the hereditary status of the so-called base people, or Jianming, a low-status group that had existed in China for a very long time. Honghui's mother was Empress Xiaojingxian, Yongzheng's primary wife. Today, both of his parents are buried in the Tailin Mausoleum, also located in the Western Qing Tombs. Honghui was born in 1697 and died in 1704 when his father was still an imperial prince under the Kangxi Emperor. If Honghui had lived to adulthood, he would have had a strong claim to the throne. More importantly, he was not only Yongzheng's eldest son, but also his only son born to Yongzheng's primary wife. In traditional Chinese succession logic, this made him the legitimate eldest son, giving him a much stronger claim than Yongzheng's other sons. In that case, Hongli, the later Qianlong Emperor, and Yongzheng's 4th son, might never have had the chance to rule the empire. In the Qing Dynasty, a typical prince tomb usually began with a flight bridge. Older or more accomplished princes could have a stellar pavilion to commemorate their status and achievements. But because Prince Honghui died before reaching adulthood, his tomb did not include a stellar pavilion. Under and around the bridge is an artificial watercourse, symbolizing the flows of wheels and auspicious energy. Behind the bridge and the watercourse stand 2 side rooms. The eastern side room was used to prepare milk tea and fruit for the deceased imperial prince. The western side room was used to prepare Manchu-style pastries for him. The descendants of the tombkeeper households from the imperial period still live near this tomb today. Many of them are Manchu people. The main gate here is called the Palace Gate. Behind the Palace Gate is a sacrificial hall, where the spirit tablets of the 4 occupants were once enshrined. Yet, there are 4 occupants here. The main owner is Honghui, who died at the age of 8. The second is Hongfen, Yongzheng's actual second son by birth, who died at the age of 3. The third is Hongyun, Yongzheng's actual third son by birth, who died at the age of 11. The fourth is Fu Yi, Yongzheng's actual seventh son by birth, who died at the age of 2. Because Fu Yi was the youngest when he passed away, he does not have a visible burial mound here. Unlike the tombs of imperial princes who lived to adulthood, the burial mounds here are flat. By contrast, the burial mounds of adult princes were usually round and much taller. All 4 of these young princes were cremated and their ashes were placed in funeral urns. Beneath each burial mound was a small underground chamber about 1.8 meters high. At the front of the chamber stood a stone dome. Behind the stone dome inside the chamber there was a circular recess designed to hold the funeral urn. In 1994, Chinese heritage workers opened Honghui's burial chamber. They discovered that the grave goods inside Honghui's tomb had been stolen, and his funeral urn was also missing. Even worse, his ashes had been poured outside the chamber gate. What a shameful act by the tomb robbers! In fact, these 4 imperial princes were not originally buried inside the Western Qing Tombs. At first, they were buried near the Eastern Qing Tombs. After their father, Emperor Yongzheng, was buried in the Western Qing Tombs in 1737, the new emperor, Qianlong, believed that his brothers should accompany their father. So he ordered the construction of this tomb and moved the funeral urns of his 4 brothers here. Because Honghui's official posthumous title was Prince Duan, the official name of this tomb is Prince Duan's tomb. May the 4 princes rest in peace forever. Thank you for watching. For more stories about Chinese history and culture, make sure to hit that subscribe button.